Atomic Habits, Chapter 2, How Your Habits Shape Your Identity and Vice Versa. What if the secret to lasting change isn't about what you do, but who you become? Welcome back to the audiobook of Atomic Habits by James Clear, your guide to building a life of extraordinary results through small, powerful choices. Today, we're diving into Chapter 2, How Your Habits Shape Your Identity and Vice Versa. This chapter isn't just about habits. It's a game changer that reveals how your daily actions define who you are and how you can reshape your life by becoming someone new. If you're ready to unlock the power of your identity, hit that subscribe button, tap the bell, and let's get started. Imagine a young woman stuck in a cycle of self-doubt, dreaming of becoming a writer but never putting pen to paper. Every day she tells herself, "I'm not a writer yet." But one day she shifts her thinking. "I'm a writer, and writers write." She starts small, scribbling one sentence daily. Over time, those sentences become stories, then books, and eventually a global empire. That woman could be J.K. Rowling, whose Harry Potter saga transformed her from a struggling single mom into a billionaire. Her secret? She didn't just build habits, she became someone new. This chapter explores that transformation and shows you how to do the same. Let's dive into the core of Chapter 2. Your habits don't just change what you do, they shape who you are. James Clear introduces a radical idea. The most effective way to change your habits is to focus on your identity, not your outcomes. Most people start with goals, like losing weight or earning more money, but goals are fleeting. Clear argues that true change happens when you shift your sense of self. Want to be fit? Don't aim to lose 20 pounds. Become someone who exercises daily. Want to be productive? Don't finish a project. Become someone who works consistently. He says, the goal isn't to read a book, but to become a reader. The goal isn't to run a marathon, but to become a runner. To bring this to life, Clear shares a story from his own experience. After his baseball injury from Chapter 1, he struggled with self-doubt. He wasn't the athlete he once was, and his identity felt lost. But in college, he decided to redefine himself, not as a former athlete trying to get back in shape, but as a fit person who prioritizes health. He started small. Fit people go to the gym, so he showed up daily, even for 5 minutes. Fit people eat well, so he added one vegetable to his meals. These small habits weren't about hitting a goal, they were votes for his new identity. Over time, he became that fit person, earning All-American honors. Clear's journey shows that identity drives habits, and habits reinforce identity. Why does identity matter? Clear explains with a framework, the 3 layers of behavior change. The outer layer is outcomes, what you want, like losing weight or writing a book. The middle layer is processes, what you do, like exercising or writing daily. The deepest layer is identity, who you are, like being an athlete or a writer. Most people focus on outcomes, but Clear says the deepest change starts with identity. When you believe I'm a healthy person, eating well feels natural. When you believe I'm a learner, studying becomes effortless. He says, behavior that aligns with your identity is sustainable. Behavior that doesn't, isn't. Let's look at a modern example. Consider Serena Williams, tennis legend with a $250 million net worth. Her 23 Grand Slam titles weren't just about winning matches, they were about becoming a champion. As a young girl, Williams didn't focus on win Wimbledon. She saw herself as a world-class athlete. Her habits, practicing serves daily, studying opponents, stretching consistently, flowed from that identity. Even after setbacks, like injuries or motherhood, she returned to those habits because they were part of who she was. Williams's story proves that when you embody an identity, your habits stick. But here's the flip side. Bad habits reflect a negative identity. Clear shares a story about a friend who kept procrastinating on work. Why? Because deep down he saw himself as a last-minute guy. Every time he delayed a task, he reinforced that identity, making procrastination harder to break. Similarly, if you see yourself as not good with money, you'll skip saving. If you think I'm not a morning person, you'll hit snooze. Clear's insight: to break bad habits, you must first reject the identity tied to them. Stop saying, "I'm a procrastinator." Start saying, "I'm a doer." So, how do you change your identity? Clear offers a two-step process. Step 1. Decide who you want to be. Ask, what kind of person achieves my goal? Want to be fit? A fit person exercises regularly. Want to be a writer? A writer writes daily. Step 2. Take small actions to prove it. Every habit is a vote for your new identity. Write one sentence. You're a writer. Do one push-up. You're fit. Clear says, you don't have to change everything at once. Just cast one vote at a time. Over time, those votes add up, and your identity shifts. Let's explore another example. Take Kevin Durant, NBA star with a $200 million career. Durant's scoring prowess didn't come from talent alone. He built an identity as a relentless competitor. As a teen, he decided, I'm a shooter. His habits followed. Shoot 100 free throws daily. Track his shots. Refine his form. Even after bad games, he stuck to that identity, practicing alone. Those small votes compounded into a two-time NBA champion. Durant's discipline shows that identity-based habits create lasting success. Clear digs deeper with the feedback loop. Your identity shapes your habits, and your habits reinforce your identity. If you believe I'm organized, you'll tidy your desk daily, which strengthens your belief. But if you believe I'm messy, you'll leave clutter, reinforcing that identity. To break a bad loop, start with one small habit that contradicts it. Want to stop being messy? Spend 2 minutes tidying daily. Each action chips away at the old identity and builds a new one. How do you start today? Clear's process is actionable. First, choose your identity. Pick a goal, say, learning a skill. Ask, who is the person who achieves this? Answer, I'm a learner. Second, define one small habit. Learners study daily, so try read one page of a textbook. Third, make it specific. Write, I will read one page at 8 p.m. in my study. Fourth, act and track. Read that page tonight, mark it in a journal or app like Habitica. Fifth, never miss twice. Skip a day, read 2 pages tomorrow. Sixth, affirm your identity. Say, I'm a learner and I study daily. These steps cast votes for your new self. Let's try this with a personal goal. Say you want to save money. Don't focus on save $10,000. Decide, I'm a saver. Savers save regularly, so start with save $1 daily. Write, I will save $1 at 6 p.m. in my savings jar. Visualize your growing wealth, your dream house, your security. Save $1 tonight, mark it in a notebook. If you miss a day, save $2 tomorrow. Affirm, I'm a saver and I build wealth daily. This small habit compounds. $1 daily is $365 a year, 3,650s in a decade, and builds your identity as a saver. Another story to inspire you. Pharrell Williams, music mogul with a $250 million empire. His hits like Happy weren't born from one big moment. As a young producer, Pharrell decided, I'm a creator. He built a habit, write one melody daily, even for 5 minutes. He tracked his ideas in a journal, refining them. Those small votes compounded into Grammy wins and a global brand. Pharrell's journey shows that identity-based habits create genius. Clear also addresses challenges. Changing identity feels hard because old beliefs like I'm lazy are ingrained. His solution, start small and let actions reshape your belief. If you think I'm lazy, do one productive task daily, like answering one email. Each task proves you're not lazy. Also, use your environment, expanded in Chapter 6. Want to be a reader? Keep a book on your nightstand. Want to be organized? Set out a planner. Small tweaks make your new identity easier to adopt. What if you fail? Clear's never miss twice rule keeps you on track. Miss writing one day? Write 2 sentences tomorrow. Focus on progress, not perfection. Each action is a vote, not a verdict. Clear says, you don't need to be flawless, just keep voting for the person you want to be. Also, Be patient. Identity change, like habits, follows the plateau of latent potential from Chapter 1. Early on, results are invisible, but keep going, and your new self emerges. This is Chapter 2 of Atomic Habits. You've learned how habits shape your identity, and how a new identity drives lasting change. James Clear's recovery, Serena Williams' championships, Kevin Durant's dominance, they all started with becoming someone new. Now it's your turn. Choose one identity, cast one small vote today, and watch it grow. Your new self is waiting. What's one identity you'll start building today? Drop it in the comments. I can't wait to hear. If this audiobook sparked your drive, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell for Chapter 3, where we'll uncover the 4-step habit loop. Find it in the playlist linked below. Until then, keep voting for your new self, keep growing, and let's build your best life together.